Well, barriers to entry into economic participation remains the challenge in addressing youth unemployment in South Africa. Analysts say access to funding for higher education, along with a labour market that isn't producing job opportunities, continue to overshadow matric results. Business reporter Tumisang Ndlovu tells us more.
The increasing high unemployment rate in South Africa perpetuates the consistent inequality in the economy. Investment specialist and professor at the Gordon Institute for Business Science, Adrian Saville, says barriers to entry from as early as tertiary level foster a disadvantage into economic participation.
So it's all well and good that you may have a matric qualification or graduation that allows you access into tertiary education, but then comes the issue of access to funding. And so it really is a multifaceted problem when we look at the South African tertiary education landscape. And then all of that said, when you bake it together into the economic cocktail, we arrive at the very harrowing, sobering number of youth unemployment, which sits north of 60%.
Labour analyst Andrew Levy agrees, saying inherent inequality in South Africa requires critical reform.
Given that you don't have the immediate funds to go to university, or given that your education is not what you'd like it to be, can you get a job somewhere, earn enough money to pull yourself up? Which is what people do all around the world. And the answer in this labour market is no. And so the terrible, terrible tragedy of unemployment in this country is that if you find yourself without a job, and of course the highest level of unemployment in this country is amongst school leavers. So if you are in the group of the school leavers, the younger people who are going to have the highest level of inability to find a job, it's really a very, very severe sentence.
At over 74%, South Africa's youth unemployment rate is not expected to drop without forming part of the structural reforms needed to achieve redress in the South African economy. Government will be deliberating this matter on Thursday, a week after the release of the latest matric results. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Tumisang Ndlovu in Johannesburg.